Hello, y'all. Hello. What's up, Shawnee? Good morning. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Tanner? What's up, everybody? Hello, Jody. Hello. I still need to bug my mom. I'm gonna text her right now. Hello, 50 Shades. Hello. I like that. I like that, Shawnee. What's up, Terry? How we doing, y'all? Happy Wednesday.
Yes, sir. We got those no tax on tips pass. You freaking liberals are about to be absolutely forget the 4.6 to the deficit. We'll just go to war with China.
You soft liberals.
You soft liberals, forget about deficit spending. Trump's a businessman. You got to spend money to make money, baby.
Gotta spend money to spend money.
How are you, bro?
Doing good. One sec, one sec.
It's all good.
Doing good. Just went to the gym this morning. Drinking my coffee. Did a little bit of arts and crafts today before the stream. Just
Oh snap,
having,
bodybuilding stuff.
just having, just having a good old time. Nice moderation right there, big guy.
You're doing yeah, no. That I was like, why do people make? Yeah, never mind. But yeah, man. Yeah, you know what the funniest thing, and I'm really hoping that you come watch this on Sunday because this is gonna be hilarious. When I was streaming yesterday, there was a preponderance of people that thought that the Africans are getting oppressed in South Africa, which warrants them not getting vetted and coming here. So me and Felice got together yesterday, and we're like, we're gonna do a funny live on Sunday, and it's gonna be called "Trump Wants Closed Borders, and Unless You're an African, Prove Us Wrong." I went through. I don't know if you're getting the same sentiment, but these Trump supporters seem to think that these Africans are getting oppressed in South Africa. I've never heard of that before.
All I know is like they only account for like a fraction of the population. They're like what, like 10% of the population, and they own like 80% of all of the land and the real estate.
Yeah, and they have like all the political power. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's not how persecution works.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm about to hop down. Just wanted to say hi. Good to see you, bro. I'll be moderating from the comments. Go free America from fascism. Love you.
Love you back. Gotta love it. Just a nice little gas me up. Just a nice little gas me up to start the day. How's it going, chat? Chat, tap the screen. Let's get a few thousand likes on the screen so we can get some people in here, we can get some debates in here. If you're on YouTube, uh, give it a thumbs up. Miss Chenand with the auto renew on the subscription. I appreciate you. How we doing, everybody? It's hump day. It's in the middle of the week. It's a good day to be left leaning person with both brain hemispheres intact, not sipping the Kool Aid, not thirsty for authoritarian leadership. It's a great day to be called a soy boy. Now I gotta Google who Anthony Smith is. UFC? Let me see. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Trump 2028 second, third, tiring you libbers. You dumb liberals, we want a king. By the way, we're totally patriots, but we want a king. Come on, guys, grow up. Soy milk is bussin'. I'm not. I'm more of an almond milk guy, or I'm oat milk now. I'm an oat milker. Let's get to 10K likes real quick, guys. The algorithm has not been loving me as of lately. We need to get back in its good graces. We really gotta shake our wee wees a little bit. Show TikTok what we got. Oat milk is the best, yeah. Soy milk is nasty. I don't think I've ever had. It's been a while since I've even tried soy milk. All Democrats are teists? Do you guys know that out of the top 15 domestic terrorism groups, right-wingers make up the top 14? And the 15th is the first incident of like left-wing domestic terrorism. Y'all know that? Now you do. Try lactate milk? Nah. Vote out all Democrats, problem solved. Our own government lied about Biden for years. Goodness gracious. I know, they're freaking out over Biden. It's the dumbest nothing burger I've ever seen. Yeah, they have a majority right now in all three branches of government, and they can't get anything done. They have passed almost nothing. Now they're up to 7 whole bills. We sure are proud of them, though. We sure are proud. Trump can't speak a single sentence without sundowning. That is true. I so badly... Guys, where does that speech take place where he just absolutely doesn't make any sense? Trump speech, Middle East... incoherent. Guys, I want to read. I want to read his speech from the other day. There it is. He rants incoherently for 25. I want to hear MAGAs justify this, guys. I just want to start my day with this one.
Times completely nonsensical speech that had nothing to do with foreign policy, and it really had everything to do with whether he's still mentally capable of doing the job. In Qatar, Trump was supposed to lead a diplomatic roundtable, and instead he went on a 25-minute rant that left people wondering, does Trump even know what he's talking about? Does he even know where he is? A few of the moments, at one point, Trump started talking about drones circling you with fire and trees falling over and hiding behind them. Then he launched into this long-winded detour about Sean Duffy, who Trump wrongly said runs the Department of this or that, and says Duffy was a tree climber. I mean, just incoherent stuff.
When you look at what's happening with Russia and Ukraine, the drone is killing tremendous numbers of people. You hide behind a tree and the drone comes down and it circles you with fire. You don't have a chance. The tree comes down also, by the way. It's so intense. I mean, you see these trees being knocked down like they're being sawed down by a top of the line timberman, like, you know, who? Sean Duffy. Do you know that Sean Duffy, the head of the transportation department, who's working right now on the airports and getting a system because Biden didn't do a thing?
Totally lost.
Oh, oh my God, dude.
These are non sequiturs. This is complete free-form thinking. It's just completely, it's nowhere. And there was more of this, continuing to sort of raise the alarm a little bit more each time. What is this guy talking about?
I'm going to be giving that out pretty soon. But what people don't know about Sean, because I mentioned lumberjacks, that Sean, you probably didn't know this. That I'm not talking about this Sean. This Sean, no, not this is not. This is a different Sean. Sean Duffy, the head of transportation. He's a great Sean, though, I have to tell you. But Sean Duffy was the world champion for 5 years, climbing trees and down, up and down, world champion. So that's what you call a serious lumberjack. And he's doing a fantastic job, too. A really respected guy and terrific guy. And I mentioned the champion because when somebody's a champion, he's the world champion for a long time. He came down, when you come down those trees, coming down at a rapid, he said that started getting you back. You will often break your back.
Anyway, so I'll stop this one just because it just goes on and on and on.
Guys, debatably, Republicans are covering up Trump's mental acuity. They're covering it up. It's still happening. Before you call us out for Biden and his mental decline, we've got Trump sitting there right now. We got Trump there right now talking about people climbing up and down fucking trees. That's one speech. Biden has 50. No, Biden doesn't have anything like that. He has like a few where he stumbles and he stops speaking. It's like there's maybe like 3 of them total. This is when Trump is given a microphone for longer than 3 seconds. This is like a stream of consciousness. This is a stream of consciousness where Trump is using his words to the best of his ability. This is what he's doing. Explain it away, MAGA. What is going on?
Donald Trump's...
I want to see Trump's latest speech, Middle East. Where is it? Full text of Trump's speech in Riyadh. Let's find another. That one's honestly kind of silly too. Israel kind of glazes Trump. Where was that speech? Was it in Qatar? It wasn't in Riyadh. There's no lumberjack in this. God, he speaks at a 4th grade level. We had a lot of empty spaces that we had to fill in the morning that developed. And it's a pretty great thing with just in a short period of time, just a little short period of time, we went from not having people wanting to serve in our military, Army, Air Force, just that in the Army and the Air Force in particular. I don't know what was going on. That is not a sentence. That's neither of those are sentences. I won in 7 swing state. Why is he still talking about this in Qatar? He's so full of himself. He was sitting at a table with others. Yeah, I know. That's not lumberjacks, right? There's no lumberjacks in that speech. Abu Dhabi, is that it? That's it, right?
We do this. There's two steps. There's a very, very nice step, and there's a violent step. Great people, and they're going to be protected by the United States of America. And I think we're not going to have to do it because I believe very strongly in peace through strength. Now, we just gave out in the budget a $1 trillion budget, which is the biggest we've ever done. $1 trillion. Never came close to a number like that. We'd be at 800. Now it's underwater, and we're coming up with happening with Russia and Ukraine. The drone is killing tremendous numbers of people. You hide behind a tree, and the drone comes down and it circles you with fire. You don't have a chance. The tree comes down also. By the way, it's so intense. I mean, you see these trees being knocked down like they're being sawed down by a top of the line timberman, like you know who? Sean
Timberman.
Duffy. Do you know that Sean Duffy, the head of the transportation department, who's working right now on the airports and getting a system because Biden didn't do a thing for 4 years, and Pete Buttigieg was the head, and he goes bicycling to work. He takes a bicycle to work. Can you believe he's running the biggest air system in the world, and he takes a bicycle to work?
Okay, so it's Abu Dhabi. Trump speech, full text, Abu Dhabi. It's real hard to find just a regular text transcript. Abu Baghdadi. Anyway, chat, if you want to debate, hop in the box, come tell me why you like Trump. Lumberjack speech? Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, I am. How are you doing today?
Doing good. What do you like about Trump?
I fully believe that he has America's interests first. I believe that he wants to have manufacturing come back to the States. I believe that he wants America to be a powerhouse for manufacturing again. And I just believe he wants it to be a safer country overall.
Okay. I think the way Trump is doing that is really bad. I think that Joe Biden has done like a very effective job at doing that. He did a lot of stuff like the Inflation Reduction Act and the Chips and Science Act.
Now this may surprise you, but I do agree with that. I do believe Biden did a decent job at that.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know, like historically, right? So if you look at the way the amount of jobs created by each side, Republicans, Democrats, Republicans create one job for every 50 jobs Democrats do. So I feel like the way we create jobs, like subsidizing industry, is a lot better than things like Trump is doing, like giving people a ton of money in tax breaks and just praying, hoping they make jobs, or even thinking that's a way that people make jobs is giving people tax break. I think it's incoherent. I think for me, it just creates a huge wealth divide. It worsens the wealth divide. And I also think that these tariffs are not going to create domestic manufacturing the way he thinks they are.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's already a couple car companies that are debating bringing back manufacturing to the States. Don't quote me on that, but I believe I did hear something about that.
And quite a few leaving too.
Quite a few leaving? Ah, dang, that's a shame. Like I'm not a fully like headfirst in support Trump, everything that he does. I'm not one of those MAGAs, not one bit at all. I believe both sides have great points to things. Like I mean, I think Bernie Sanders has a lot of things that I like. So I'm not like an extreme far right nut. I'm not one of those.
Yeah. Okay. So again, I think that Trump's tariffs are incoherent. I think it's just a trick to get the bottom half of the economy, or the bottom and middle class, to pay more in taxes. And You even see him lie about it time and time again that it's not a tax on us, that it's a tax on a foreign country, when obviously that's not the truth. So
Yeah,
I
because
feel
we'll
like,
end up paying more.
I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, because we'll end up paying more eventually.
Yeah, yeah. So it's 100% a tax on the consumer, and it doesn't affect the upper class as much as it affects us. So I just think it's a big scam. I also think that Trump has done a lot of things just blatantly out in the open that are corrupt and that show that he wants to consolidate power and probably be in office for longer than he should and do unconstitutional
I don't
things.
think he's going to get that third term. Let's be honest. I don't think he will. I don't think people would vote for him for a third term. I think they'd go for someone younger, such as Vance. But no, I completely get what you're getting at. I understand why you think it'd be a scam. But I remember, like, back in like the 80s or 90s, and I wasn't alive during them, but I remember, like, Walmart used to be like a made in America powerhouse. Like, and you could, anytime you'd walk in there, all the products were like made in the USA. And now you go in there and
Mhm.
you've got like your made in China's and all that kind of stuff. And what I see him trying to do, it's a long-term plan that's going to take several years, if not 10 or more, to start bringing manufacturing to the States. Do I think it'll happen? I don't know. I can't
So
say for
let me
certain.
talk to you about that. All right. So
Yeah, go
why
ahead.
do you think jobs are no longer here in that sense? The manufacturing jobs you're talking about, why are they in China and not here?
Because they pay cheaper wages over there.
Yeah. Do you think that the tariffs are going to change that?
I would hope so. My father works in manufacturing and he makes a decent amount of money.
No,
He
are the
works
tariffs
for
going to change the wages that China pays their people?
so do you think are you asking, do I believe that China will get paid more?
No. Are the tariffs going to change the dynamic in which China pays their people to manufacture things?
No, if anything, they'll get paid less.
Okay. So when we produce something here on US soil, if we were to just carbon copy a manufacturing plant in China and we did everything down to the T, down to the blades of grass they have outside, and we manufactured the same items that a factory in China did, would we make it more or less expensive than China?
Um, I mean, it depends on how much stuff we import, really.
No, 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 no.
No.
Try
Okay.
again. What is our? We have a minimum wage, right?
Yeah, different states have different minimum wages, correct?
Yeah, and the U.S. dollar, is it worth more or less than the Chinese yuan?
It's less, isn't it?
No, the dollar's worth more,
Is it more? Okay,
way more. It's like one of the most valuable currencies on earth.
that's good to hear.
Yeah. So if I love you, if if we were to like make a carbon copy of a manufacturing plant from China here in the United States, it would cost more because of real estate, because of cost of living. It would cost more for us to manufacture those items. So if you look at a third, like a third party, a country, Norway, Europe, whatever, if they're going to go around and they're going to buy things to fuel their industries, they're going to look at China's prices, they're going to look at our prices, and China is way cheaper. Whose product they're going to buy? Ours or China's?
Will be China's because it'll be cheaper.
So why what are we doing? What are we doing here?
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm not like a fully on board with it. So I completely understand like your what your problems with it and what you're saying. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You're helping educate me here. Um but I think just for like a lot of people, especially like your standard red hat wearing rednecks, they'd much rather pay a slightly bit more for something that was made in America than they would something made in China.
Still,
Eventually, I
that's
do.
only a domestic market. So like you're going to have this shitty market like of people only buying domestically from these manufacturers. And Trump's biggest grievance is that we have a trade deficit with all these countries. So that's not going to fix the trade deficit. Those countries aren't going to be buying those manufactured goods from us, right? That's not going to do anything. So
I mean, I
all of
don't.
this is just a big scam to tax the middle class and lower class, in my opinion.
Okay. Is there any other like thing you don't care about Trump other than, the whole tariff situation?
I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Like using tariffs to give all of his rich friends tax breaks. I think it's pretty shitty. I think him gutting the government, like USAID, Department of Education. I feel like he's just taking chainsaw to the government.
So
Um,
do you think that the like, let's be honest. I graduated in 2020. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you believe our current Department of Education is actually getting kids ready for the real world?
Can I ask you what you think the Department of Education does, bro?
Yeah, it educates children.
No,
What do you think?
they just fund schools.
Okay.
Where'd he go? Yeah, they just fund schools, and they also help programs. I'll get him back. Here he is.
Hey, my bad, man. Go ahead.
You okay? They just allocate money. So like, I'm in Texas. What state are you in?
I'm currently in Missouri.
Ooh.
Oh, you
Okay.
don't like Missouri?
No, that's just I'm gonna say, how much did Missouri get from the Department of Education last year?
Hey, Jacob, I see you in chat. Why do you want to cancel the DOE? I'm curious.
Cancel the deal. Yeah, it's done. No one knows why. Uh,
Yeah,
but
are people just saying it because the way
because they're
the
propagandized by Trump.
I get
Uh,
that. Like I personally, because like I said, I recently graduated in 2020, and I went to college for only one semester because I couldn't afford to live. Like I did not have the time to work, so I couldn't keep up with school. So I eventually just had to go. I just eventually had to continue working before I could go back to school. I do eventually plan on going back whenever I get the funds to. I recently got married as well.
all right,
So
let me interrupt you. I
what
don't want to go off on a
no,
tangent.
go ahead. You're
Th-
good.
th-
No,
This
you're good, man.
this is what I'm getting to. The Department of Education funded 15% of the state's public education. So what you're going to see
That's
this
it.
year, you said that's it?
Yeah.
That's federal funding. So like
Oh,
now,
so okay, that's a whole thing. Okay.
yeah, so like out of the whole Department of Education, out of all of the money that they use to pay for schools and teachers and books and all that shit, they are now going to have 15% less. So we're going to see schools closing down. Probably one out of every 5 schools or something will close down in your state. More kids per classroom. Schools education is going to get even shittier in your state. I bet your state's like probably one of the worst states at an education. Uh,
Yeah, I'm about to move to Illinois, so.
yeah, so that's what Trump did for you, and he told you it was good, but it was for him to use that budget to give his rich friends tax breaks.
Hmm. Okay, I get that. But like personally, I don't believe because I went to school in Illinois up until high school, and I don't believe it got me necessarily ready for the world. I had to do a lot of my own personal research. So whenever I hear people say like, abolish the DOE, I don't think they necessarily understand what that means. I think we need to completely rework some of the classes that kids take, if you understand what I mean.
And the DOE doesn't really handle that, right? So like they maybe work on programs that like help people with special needs get what they
Uh-huh.
need, or like just schools and states who can't pay for their own education. It helps like more affluent states who are like California or most of the blue states who have figured out how to pay their own bills. They take some of their money and they pay for Missouri and for their kids to be educated. So that's what
Gotcha.
they do. They don't dictate curriculum. They don't do anything like that. So for us to take that away, I feel like that is almost like an act of terrorism. I think it was really bad.
No, I think I would have to agree with you on that. It's, I'm reading some of the chat, and definitely it's up to local schools to determine what classes they offer their children. So I was never for the whole abolishment of the DOE. Someone just said I'm probably more left than I realize, which is probably true. Like I'm more moderate. But hey, I've got to get to work. Pickles, whatever your real name is, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I appreciate you keeping everything respectful.
Yeah, no problem, dude. You have a good day.
You have a great rest of your day, brother. Take
Will do.
care.
Chat, tap the screen. W guest for being cool. We're only at 18K likes. Chat, don't be selfish. Tap the screen. Pickles is my real name. It's true. Trump's the best president in American history. Oh man. How do you suggest we deal with the debt? Stop giving everybody tax breaks. Start collecting more taxes. Cut out tax loopholes. I don't know. And people like Trump pay less taxes than I do. I paid more taxes than Trump for at least 3 years that I know of, and I'm just a little old soy boy from Texas. Tax the wealthy, not the workers. Yeah. Stop printing money. People who say that just don't know anything about the economy. Uh, Trump printed $5 trillion. Biden printed $1.5 trillion. So stop electing Republicans. Yeah, take the Bible out of schools. We can learn real science. Don't confuse kids with flat Earth, young Earth propaganda, indoctrination. That people were made out of clay. That the Earth was made in 6 days. Like that is incoherent. We can teach them, like, hey, here's science. Here's things we can prove and repeat. Tax the mega churches. Yeah, tax the absolute fuck out of the churches who have pretty much gotten their hands all over our government and our legislation as of recently in the last few decades. People who are funding the Heritage Foundation and Trump to do all of this crazy shit that we all know he's not Christian. He's the least moral person walking the earth. Gotta read about the big beautiful bill. It's such a meme. It's so embarrassing. Keep Bible out of school, yeah. Isn't Sunday school what the essays are? A lot of them. A lot of them. At least, I think it's like 12% of the child essays happen at church. Why did my party deny Biden's mental decline? Why does your party deny Trump's? Trump's pretty bad. Trump's does Trump still talk about the late great Hannibal Lecter or how there were airports in the Revolutionary War? It's pretty bad. Look for the speech. All right. Here it is. When you look at what's happening with Russia and Ukraine, the drone is killing tremendous numbers of people. You hide behind a tree and the drone comes down, it circles you with fire. You don't have a chance. The tree comes down also, by the way. It's so intense. I mean, you see these trees being knocked down like they're being sawed down by a top of the line timberman. Like you know who Sean Duffy, you know that Sean Duffy, the head of the transportation department, who's working right now on the airports and getting a system because Biden didn't do a thing for 4 years. Pete Buttigieg was the head, and he goes bicycling to work. He takes a bicycle to work. Can you believe he's the he's running the biggest air system in the world, and he takes a bicycle to work? What's in and they say he's gonna run for president. I don't see it. Who knows, right? But I don't see it. But when I look at what they've done, it's so horrible what they've done. And the work they did do, they wasted billions of dollars trying to hook up air systems to copper. And they tried to hook up copper to glass, and the glass doesn't work with the copper. And they tried to hook up copper to glass, and the glass doesn't work with the copper. They had 30,000 different contractors doing 30,000 jobs. And when they put it all together, they spent billions of dollars. How are y'all not embarrassed? It didn't even come close to working. And we're going to be giving out a brand new system. It's very important. We'll have the best system. And I think we know who that system is. Who that system is. But we have a lot of bidding. But we want one check. We want a unified system. We don't want to have 5,000 contractors in different places, in all different places. Some digging ditches and some not doing ditches because they want to go by satellite.
Hello.
Yellow?
I know you're gonna ask the question. 35, New York, and I voted for Trump.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
The big beautiful bill that he's trying to pass,
Yeah,
and the fact what,
okay, let's go on.
and also the fact that even though R.F. Kennedy said some bad things about autistic people, he's still trying to find the purpose behind why autism is happening.
He's
You
having
don't
a
think
hell of
that's
a go at
right?
it. No, I
You-
think it's dumb. I think he's the least qualified person to ever run the human health services.
So, who do you think would be a good person to run for the health program if it was Kamala Harris? Let's say Kamala Harris won, and who do you think would be good to run for
Just a
that?
doctor. A doctor.
Okay, so if a doctor was to run for it, why is it that doctors over the course of how many years that people have had autism, why haven't they found the cure for it yet? Or not even the cure
Why do
for
you
it.
think a cure needs to be had for autism?
I wasn't done explaining what I was saying. Either that or why wouldn't they find what the reason behind autism is? If it was a doctor. If doctors have been around for many, many years, why haven't they found what the reason behind it was?
I don't know. There's a lot of things we haven't found out, and we've had doctors around forever. But first of all, the way Kennedy has demonized autism is pretty crazy. I think it's terrifying that people have any sort of faith in him whatsoever after hearing him speak the last few times, or just in general. I think it was a really bad choice. I feel like people needed like a white dude or something to like say, hey, we should make our food healthy again, or take all the harmful substances out of the food, when the left has been champions of that since I can't even tell you how long. We've been doing that forever. We've been trying to increase like consumer protections, and the right, literally all they do is tear those things down. For you guys to like think this is some brilliant new idea is insane.
That's funny though, because wasn't Biden the one that under his campaign of the election last year, not the election that just passed, but the election of 2020, wasn't he the one that said he would find the cure for cancer? But yeah, he never did.
Yeah, he's done more for finding cures for cancer than any president before him. And we did actually find, during his presidency, we had a medical center in New York, I believe, find a drug that seems to be 80 something percent effective in curing one type of cancer. I think it's like colon cancer.
So where's your source and where's your credibility for that?
Cool.
Because I'm pretty sure the Biden administration was actually cutting the fund for cancer. Because if there's an article I have up from February of 2024, no, December 2024, from the Cancer Research Society.gov that literally stated that the Biden administration was one that was canceling the cancer research.
Okay, here we go. While a full cure for all colon cancers has been definitively achieved, a study at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Cancer Center (MSK) found an immunotherapy treatment, dostarlimab, led
And
to a
what's that for?
complete remission in 18 rectal cancer patients.
And what's that source?
This is National Institute of Health (NIH).
Okay, so I'm gonna actually show you something from where I was talking about the cancer thing because it literally says I screenshotted the three resources that were about cancer, and every single one said December 2024 and December 2024, but then it said February 15th of 2025. So give me 1 second, gotta find it.
I don't know if that was a coherent sentence.
I said what I said was the screenshot that I took was from that said that Democrats of December 2024 and December 31st of 2024 stated that they were taking away the cancer research. I'm trying to find it. Give me a sec.
All right. And Trump's done that too, right?
Trump has actually not done that. He was actually cutting the federal cuts for the research because if you think about it, we've had
So he did.
So can I please finish though? We've had $34 billion in donations in the past 100 years, and yet we've never found a cure for it. Give me 1 second, please.
So do you think we should just stop?
No, but like Tom McDonald says, the what's the point of hold on a sec. Hey Google, what does Tom McDonald say about cancer in his song?
I don't know, but
Give
I
me 1
found these
sec.
results on search.
You're
I'm
going
trying
to
to
quote a
find
song?
Yes, actually, I'm going to because it's actually something that he makes a purpose about. Give me 1 second, please. He goes, I swear that there's a cure for cancer, but they're refusing to make it. They've done 40 years of research and 90 billions in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for aces. Why are people still going through radiation? They have done $90 billion in donation, 40 years of research. So how is that 40 years of research still hasn't found the cure or found anything if they keep donating and donating and donating to it?
So we need to stop donating. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is though is that they've done a lot of research about it, right? And I'm not saying they stop it. I'm saying why haven't they found it if they've done $90 billion?
That's a question. What is your stance?
My stance is that it's starting to get to the point where they're not even trying to look anymore. Dude, why you're basically what I'm how is that source from Family Guy? That source is from Tom McDonald. I'm literally making a point to you, and what you're doing is you're laughing because I'm not.
You don't have a real stance on you're like, why did Biden cut cancer research? And then I say, did Trump cut? Hold on, you said I said why did Trump cut cancer research? And you go, he didn't. And then you said, here's why he cut cancer research.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the screenshot. I can't find it. Give me a sec.
And then you told me lyrics to a song.
Yes, because the lyrics of the song literally state $90 billion in donations and 40 years of research. How is it that we've donated $90 billion in donations, but we haven't found the cure for it yet?
We found a cure to at least one type.
I find it funny though that I'm literally trying to sit here and debate you, and everybody in your chat is laughing at me. You're laughing at me, and I'm trying to make points.
Listen,
but yet, why is it? Hold on, real quick, because I'm asking you a very important question. Why is it that you guys always have to be right? Everything that you guys say has to be right. Whatever a Republican pulls up is never a true statement or a true fact. It's only what you guys find credible. It's only your sources that you guys find credible. But every time we try pulling something up, you just laugh at us and tell us we know what we're talking about. So give me a second. I'll be back again. Still listening. You can talk. I'm still listening.
Yeah. I don't. The answer is we're usually right. I don't know what to say.
I'm just gonna wait for him to come back because there's a song as a source.
Adriana.
So you are aware, Adriana, that Tom McDonald is the biggest conservative in the United States, and he tells facts
That
about
doesn't
what's
matter.
going.
That doesn't matter.
Adriana,
A
I'm
song
talking, please.
is
It's really
not
important if I can talk.
credible proof or a credible source backed by research.
Actually, it is because that's what he does. Tom McDonald does his research. If you actually listen to Tom McDonald and listen to what he says, he actually tells the truth about what's going on in the world that we live in right now.
Okay.
Does he cite the source of where he supposedly found this cure for this cancer?
So, for instance, the song you missed actually literally states that the Democrat side got angry on Twitter because Trump wasn't unalived, which was true. You guys all
I don't know where you're going with this.
Here.
Yeah, I
know.
Where
I'm going about it is that You guys always have to be right. No matter what we pull up or whatever we do, it's always we are wrong.
Okay,
We're the horrible people. I literally am trying to pull up something for you, and
I
please
know,
hold on.
I know. Here's the thing, though. I feel like you're kind of grandstanding on this, and the fact, like, I always say this. My mom, I hear my parents fight a lot when I was growing up. My mom would always, in her arguments when she was losing, be like, "Okay, you're always right. I'm always wrong," and that, it was just kind of like a gaslight or victim standpoint.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I'm citing the NIH, and you're citing Tom McDonald's song.
Because
Right here.
literally,
This is the source I was
what
telling you.
isn't more credible than
Okay,
the
can I'm pulling it
NIH?
up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. So right here, can you please put that in the big screen for me so I can show you? So right here, it says February 2025, Trump team dismantles the efforts to find a cure for cancer and other deadly. Hold on. Now, Pediatric Cancer Research Foundation funding for childhood cancer research cut from U.S. spending bill, which was under, if I'm not mistaken, December 31st of 2024. Who was president? Biden.
Hold on,
Now,
hold
the
on,
one
hold
below
on,
that.
hold on. Who was majority in Congress during that time?
Please let me finish.
Who was
Wait,
writing
I'm
that?
making-
Who was writing
you
the
know what?
spending bill in Congress during that
Why
time, Bub?
is it that I'm trying to make a point to you and you're just trying to prove
Yeah,
a point?
Congress. Okay, Biden doesn't write those bills. I want you to know who wrote that. That was Republicans, dude. Stuff.
Hi,
You know what?
guest.
You know what? I'm gonna say one more thing, and then you guys have a great day. Keep living in the fantasy world that Kamala Harris would have been better. Keep living in it because right now Donald Trump is actually helping the United States.
Please,
and
guest.
you guys are, no, Doctor. Please don't talk to me. I don't want to talk right now to you. I'm talking the.
I'm a computational oncologist. I think I can answer some of your questions about the
I don't think you
political
can.
environment.
You voted for Kamala.
Sorry, do you not want to hear from an expert that has been like in this through the whole time? I wanted to request up and say I was doing my PhD while Trump was president, and I was doing my PhD while Biden was president, and then I moved into my oncology fellowship, and I'm now a computational oncologist. So I've done this all through all three administrations. I just like to point out while I was a student and Trump came in, we were put under a gag order. This is the first time we were put under a gag order. The National Institutes of Health and the National Science Foundation, their budgets were cut so deeply that all pathways for government assisted PhD fellowships were removed. The way that the USDA and the EPA, this was changed because of the cuts in funding. This time he is particularly focused on cutting cancer and medical research. So when Biden was president, they attempted to bring back those funding programs. We had our gag orders removed. As soon as Trump was elected the second time, we were put under another gag order. We have been, our grants are now written so that we are not allowed to have foreign collaborators. We are not allowed to share money.
Yeah,
this has just happened where any grant so by the way, our grant cycle for the NIH is ending at the end of this month, so all of our grants have to be turned in. They've removed our capacity to collaborate with foreign researchers. They've removed our capacity to speak to foreign researchers. They've limited our ability to, even more intensely than what they did during the COVID epidemic and when Trump first became president, our ability to speak to the public. They've so intensely cut cancer funding that students and postdocs that were accepted and had offers and positions at colleges written in ink, the ink was dry, their positions were removed. Like, this is my grant that is through the NIH was proactively removed. Our entire funding system has been shut down as an attempt to limit government oversight. So this is not like a, well, Biden did blah blah blah. Also, can we please, this is my last thing. Can we please stop saying, why haven't they found a cure for cancer? Cancer is like 500 different diseases. There are different ways that you get cancer. There are different types of cancer. There are
Different
different
mutations.
yeah, there are different organs that
Okay, I love you guys. I don't know why my mods just booted everybody. Guys, all right. I if you guys want to debate, hop in the box. I don't know what just happened. If there's any more commentary, if anybody wants to come up and tell me about it, I guess that's fine. But yeah, hello?
How are you, ma'am?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm a. I didn't vote, so I'm an observer of all this circus going on right now.
Are you a
I
drag
am
performer?
I used to be. I don't do it anymore, but I did include. I included the word drag, because, oh gosh, what's his name? RuPaul. We're born naked. The rest is drag. So yeah. I do support some of the stuff the character of Trump is doing, but I'm sorry, I can't listen to the wah, wah, wah. Our funds are getting cut from the NIH and cancer. How about y'all do some research? Parasites equal cancer. All this fraudulent money that's being focused on, why is there no cure? Because the cure for cancer is get rid of your parasites, people.
Parasites.
All of this, go do some research. All of you listening, go do some research. Like, and for people to say, oh, for fuck's sake, and smiley faces, show me the amount of sheep that you're influencing right now.
Do you think
There's a
cancer
reason.
has to do with something with actual parasites?
It's proven that it does. If people actually did research, it's proven it does.
All right, chat. If you're a Trump supporter, hop in the box. Yellow, is this a Trump supporter?
No, but I wanted to speak to that whole parasite nonsense.
All right, I'm sorry. Chat.
If
No friendlies, guys. Chat. We're doing debates only. If you're a friendly, hop out of the box. If you want to debate, hop in the box. If you want to redeem the MAGA party from saying the most incoherent, weird shit I've heard all week, come tell me why you like Trump. Guys, this is fucking scary. These are the people you're next to in rallies. If you're a MAGA supporter, this is who you're standing next to, guys. The fuck? Yellow?
Did not vote Trump, but I'm not a friendly.
Okay.
All right. So I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala. And I didn't vote for Kamala because she was going to continue genocide against Palestinians.
How's that going for you?
Well, I'm still proud of my vote. I wrote in Bernie Sanders. Fuck Trump and fuck the Democratic Party for trying to force me to vote for
we lost by 1.7%, right?
Genocide. Why do you feel good about trying to force people to vote for a woman that wanted to keep up genocide?
She did not want to.
Yes, she did.
She wanted to help. She was sending aid to the Palestinians. Did you know there's
Democrats need to look in the mirror a little bit.
There's tens of thousands of kids that are about to starve in like the next week because they've cut.
To hell with your stupid choice of the lesser evil. It's still choosing evil.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Your virtue signaling has cost us to descend into fascism. So I hope you're happy.
And your weak ass of not demanding stronger candidates resulted in a loss. The Democrats can do better.
Good stuff. All right, no vote, no voice. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter, hop in the box. Come tell me why you support Trump. There we go, chat. There we go. Guys, we're at 800 viewers almost. Tap the screen. Get me to 50K. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
What do you like about Trump?
He revealed a lot about society nowadays and how wokeness has ruined us.
What is wokeness ruined?
Like a lot of woke people have treated like the Earth, right? And like how it's like how NASA lied because the Earth is flat and like the moon landing was fake. And Trump like revealed all of this truth to us. And like the immigrants, right? Can you hear me better now? I think I had an issue.
Yeah, you're a flat earther?
Yes. And Trump revealed to us how the earth is flat.
How did he do that?
He showed us like if when he was elected.
Girl, get out of here. Hello?
Hello.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Um, I'm not a supporter. I'm actually Asian, but I like his moves, and I kind of find it very interesting in what he's doing. So I can have an intellectual conversation with you if you would like it. What are your questions that you can pose to me which I can support him and also object at the same time?
What do you like about Trump?
Currently, I think he's extremely brave in order to proceed with the tariff because at one point of time, I did realize, or many people, some people did realize that America is actually losing out in the economic race with Asia and other countries. So I believe that if you were once a superpower, you still need to hold power.
What do you like about Trump?
I find that being over dramatic is an American way of expressing themselves and trying to hold in power. So that is what Trump is trying to portray.
I get that we always want to be and have an upper hand and be the superpower of the world. What do you like about Trump?
I like that he's trying to actually be in control. An illusion of being in control.
He's literally isolated us on the world stage. We're weaker than we've ever been.
Maybe as Americans, the way his actions that he's trying to portray is such, but if you look at it at a different point of view, I think he's trying to repair your country.
I would contend that he's like cut us out of all sorts of worldwide alliances, being on the forefront of medical research. He's defunded medical research here domestically. He's broken a bunch of friendships with a bunch of our trading partners. We are currently in a we're heading towards a recession because of his tariffs, so we're about to start making less money as a country. Like everything points towards the fact that he's incredibly dumb and incompetent, and he's the least diplomatic president we've ever had. He can't even speak coherently. I can read you one of his last speeches. It's really bad. It's like fifth grade. Class
If you don't
clown level.
mind, if you don't mind, I mean, I am from Asia, but I'm not. I'm supposed to be agreeing with you, but I'm going to give you a different point of view. Now, if I know my economy is not doing well and my people are not going to progress, is because we have been wealthy and we have not been challenged intellectually. We have been a bit too laid back. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the risk to bring my country down and to make sure that I'm isolated so that I will find out whom my real partners are, and I will speak the way I'm speaking as Trump in order to make myself as low as possible and isolate myself.
All right. Guys, if only request up if you voted for Trump. See who your real friends are. Fuck up your country. Just see who your real friends are. I don't know, man. No. I don't know. It's almost as if everybody who likes Trump is. You guys know, you know? Guys, if you're friendlies, please get out of my box. I love you. Please get out of my box, though. Yeah, test your friendships on your own dime. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter, hop into the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. One sandwich short of a picnic. He's indefensible at this point. I agree. Oh, you're not a Trump supporter, are you?
Oh, no, I'm tapping.
Oh, you're good. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Nah.
Okay. Nah. Why don't you just say it? I'm a Trump supporter. Say it. I think most Trump supporters are low information. I'll say that. I think they're low information, misguided, misinformed. Can't articulate their stance. I say most Trump supporters are usually have no idea about like policy that's taken place.
Dude. Hey.
What's up, Bob?
Dude, I just spoke to a Trump voter. I give them the Consumer Price Index and the Bureau of Labor Statistics as a source for costs going up 2.8% over the course of the year. And their response, I kid you not, was, no.
Listen,
I'm like,
that's better than what I got.
What'd you get?
I got somebody telling me that cancer's caused by parasites. And that I'm dumb for not knowing that.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you should take your ivermectin, chat.
Yeah. Take that good old fashioned horse medicine. You want to fight?
Fucking bring it, dude.
Dude, LFG, let's go. Y'all, if you are just tuning in, welcome to the stream. This is a good old fashioned Pickles v. Johnny fight. We're going to get a little music going, and I'm going to kind of explain the rules. This is called a battle, everybody, and a battle is where two streamers go head to head as their communities mark off who is the dominant, most victorious.
All right, chat, I'm going to mute him. By the way, guys, we haven't battled in forever. Chat, let's fuck him up. Let's absolutely destroy Johnny. The top 10 people who donate to this battle, I'm going to follow them back. I haven't battled in like almost a month, maybe over a month. Let's win this battle. I'm sure Johnny's got more people watching him right now. Let's 300 his ass. Let's fucking 300 his ass. Sorry, Pickles, I'm a loyal Johnny fan. Go ahead and get out of here. Go on and get. Someone said go Johnny. No. Guys, let's absolutely destroy him, guys. Let's knock his slippers right off. And by the way, if you guys really want to win this, Mama Mel with the Galaxy, let's fucking go! Let's go! I love you both, but Team Pickles, let's fucking go, Kelly. Loyal Pickles fan, 100%. 100%. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Pickles all the way. Cheryl with the whale diving. Oh my gosh, chat. Let's go. Everybody who's Team Pickles, you're the real winners today. You're the real winners today. Trish with the gym gun. Guys, let's get it going. Dave, thank you so much for the roses. Nikki with the finger hearts. Cleo with the conscience. Mama Mel with another galaxy. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. This is like picking a favorite son. Guys, I'm going to tell you about this one time where my grandma once secretly told me that I was her favorite. And she has a lot of grandsons. I was her favorite. She told me that, guys. TrueStory.com. Nene, thank you for the 100 roses. Mama Avery, thank you for the finger hearts. Shy Tay with the corgi. Thank you so much, guys. Let's absolutely destroy him. Let's bore it out. Christine is fed up. Thank you for the watermelon love. I love you guys so much. Give him a kiss. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Jason with the fucking galaxy. With the goddamn galaxy, guys. Let's absolutely destroy him. Let's make him get one of those things that you ride around in Walmart in. Let's do that. Jordan. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? What is that? What is that? With the bouquet. Thank you so much. Guys, I want to see that frown turn right upside down. Turn right upside down. Let's make his beard connect. Let's make that little spot between his mustache and his beard connect. Let's go. Lily's with the galaxy too. Trish with the gun. Oh my God, chat. Oh my God. Fucking. Oh, what is going on there? Why is he at 53,000? What the fuck just happened there? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, guys. Liz, thank you for the donut. Absolutely not. Chat, we can catch up. How did he get that? Guys, absolutely not. Someone summon George Soros. Someone summon all of the Democrat billionaires. Guys, someone... Oh my God. That mother... Someone check his backyard for a plane from Qatar. I call BS right there. Megan with the galaxy, thank you so much. Whale Dono... Dude, he jumped 20,000. What is going on there? Chupacabra, thank you so much for the cuddle with me. You're so sweet. Guys, come on, chat. Why is he at 60,000? Johnny censors people. He mutes them and says they're like, oh, come on. Don't say that. Don't say that. I do say he cheats, though. Someone get Taylor Swift in the chat. Taylor Swift! Someone called Tree Pain. Chat, if I win this, Taylor Swift releases, she releases Taylor's version of that one album. Chat, come, donate, come on, 20 seconds, let's go. We got this. We're almost at 40K. Oh, God. Oh, it hurts so bad. Trish, thank you so much for the galaxies. Melody Ann, thank you so much for the galaxy. Oh, I hate him so much. His face is so dumb. Thank you guys so much for this chicken hat. I love that. Guys, I'm going to follow every one of you back. I love y'all so much. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Megan Carlson. I'm giving you a follow. Boss Lady, I already follow you. Trish, as always, thank you so much for being in top 3. Cheryl Corkins, thank you. Mama Mel, thank you so much. Christine is fed up following you back. Reg Mayan, thank you so much. Love the name. Tay, we already follow you. John de Valentine, thank you so much. And Jason, oh my God, I can't believe I follow you already. Thank y'all so much. Let's unmute him and hear how silly Johnny is right now. Let's listen to Johnny's stupid face say stuff. No, don't send those anymore. No, hold on. Don't send those. Hello?
Nicole, thank you so much for the bouquet. First off, let me make sure I'm following everybody here real quick. Joyce, thank you so much for the Zeus. That was immensely kind. Tony and Kai as well, thank you so much. Joyce and Kai, you just got a boxing glove, and that boxing glove is a special gift that we're going to need you to use in this, because there's a round 2, and then so long as we win round 2, we win. We just got to make sure that Pickles doesn't win round 2, then we're good. Joyce and Kai, you two just got, or is it Kel? I think it's Kel. Joyce and Kel. I was calling Kel Kai. Oh my God, Kel, I'm so sorry. Joyce and Kel, you just got boxing gloves. So those are going to be necessary for round 2. Celia, thank you so much for the love. Amber, thank you so much. We see Faye, hey. Reviews. Lisa, thank you so much. Kimberly, thank you so much. Kimmy Bear, Ted, thank you. I just followed you, Ted. And Cookie, thank you so much for the love.
By the way, good? I'm live on YouTube, so if you cannot do music, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry. I cannot fudge. I know music.
You're getting better with your words, huh?
Yeah.
You're getting better.
I'm learning Italian too. I just don't know how to put any of the sentences together. So like penso per questo ma papà de bene ma che cosa state facendo tutte per cose anche Mario, but I have no idea what I just said.
Ballerina
I
cappuccino.
said something in Italian, I just don't know what. Like that was Italian. I have no idea what it was though. Stata cheap. My Nona used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, before we put her in the ground. Anyway, next. Okay. To everybody tuning in, if we just win this, then we win the entire thing.
Trish started with the galaxy. Oh my God. Johnny, I suggest you do what I'm doing. I'm putting a pillow right underneath my butt. Because it's going to hurt after this.
I don't like pillows, but I feel pretty comfortable in handcuffs.
Oh my God.
Just like Donald Trump. Okay, anyway, so folks, if you are just tuning in, feel free to share or like or contribute. Do all the things. We want to win this. We want to win this, everybody. It's true. It's true. It's true. Hold on. Let me. There we go. It's true. It's true. We want to win this. It's true. You look at China and you look at Russia, and it's true. These tariffs are huge.
Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. Chat, let's absolutely destroy Johnny. If he gets me twice in a row, pretty much everyone on YouTube's gonna think I'm a fucking idiot. So please don't let that happen. By the way, this is the first time I've battled Johnny in a long time, and we gotta show him we've grown. We gotta show him, hey, oh, Janice with the boxing glove? What does that do? Doesn't that do something awesome? Guys, we're like twice. We're doubling his score right now. Guys, can we just keep this up? Can we keep this up? I love Johnny too. This is Rough Cootery. It's Team Pickles. Team Pickles. Can we just get people to type Team Pickles in the chat? Shawnee says Johnny is a baddie. Yeah, but I bet he can't box. I bet he can't box. Someone on YouTube says you're an idiot, sir. Nah. Rob Gillespie with the galaxy, guys. If you were on Johnny's team last time, now is your time for redemption. Support the underdog. We have far less viewers than he has right now, and that would just make this that much sweeter to beat him. We're literally doubling his score right now. We are freaking him up. We are freaking him up. Oh, Megan with the Future City. What even is that? That's fucking dope. What the hell? Pickles is the deal, chat. Today after my first stream, I'm going to the bank and opening up my first business bank account for my agency. I am excited, guys. Help me celebrate with a win today. Help me celebrate with a win. Chat, I am so excited. I am now the proud owner of an LLC called Digidil Media. Digidil, get it? like the dill pickle. Bam Bam with the galaxy, Sue Barney with the galaxy, and Celia with the shiny air balloon. Guys, he is 6,000 ahead of us. Who's got a fucking like thing? Send me something I've never even seen before. Send me like that big lion. Send me the thing. Scroll all the way down to the thing and buy it to get the thing. Guys, just sell all of your stock anyway. The stock market sucks dick right now. Megan with another galaxy, Trish with the meteor shower. Colby with the whale diving. Dolphin with the travel. Dolphin! I love you so much. Thank you. Guys, we're fucking ahead. We're ahead. We've got a minute and a half left. Hold steady. Hold steady. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Jersey girl with the trash panda. I love that. Thank you so much. Holy fuck. Miller with Team Pickles. I love you so much. Drop those gloves at 30 seconds. That's right. He's onto something. Sniffing all the times. He's on something. Oh. No, I'm sick. I literally have my Sudafed right here. Team Pickles, wait for the snipe. Thank you, chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Manifesting, and thank you so much. I like that little thing. Why is he? So he's only 5,000 ahead of us. He's only 5,000 ahead of us. Oh, we're tied. I'm beating him now. I'm beating him. Colby with the flying jets. Sue Barney with the baby dragon. Chat, 41 seconds. Do not let them snipe us. Do not let them snipe us. I pray that somebody's holding on to something big. Claudia, thank you for the galaxy. Jill, thank you for the galaxy. And Celia, thank you for the travel with you. We're 5,000 ahead. Do not let him fucking beat me twice. Do not let him do it. Oh my God, it's so close. It's so close. We're 4,000 ahead of him. Keep going. Just a little more of a cushion. Just a little more of a cushion. Oh my God, 10 seconds left. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God, let's go! 10,000 ahead. Let's go! Woo! Oh! Destroyed! 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 Trish with the galaxy, thank you so much. Boss lady, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Fuzzard, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my fucking God. Absolutely destroyed. Move the thing so I can see. I gotta unmute him. Hold on, I'm gonna say thank you to everybody real quick too. And Celia, thank you so much for the coral. Trish Dish, Megan, thank you so much. Colby, I am following you back now. Trish Dish, Megan, and Colby, thank y'all so much for being my top 3. Sue Barney, I'm giving you a follow back. Thank you. 247 and Celia, thank you so much. I'm giving you a follow back. Christine, thank you. Fuzzard, thank you. Janice, thank you. Dolphin, I love you so much, Dolphin. And Cheryl, thank you so much, guys. Thank y'all so much. It means the world to me. He has 1.6K in there.
Anybody who is a spy for Pickles, we're gonna have a problem. This is the last round. Whoever wins this round wins the entire thing because we are tied. He won 1 round. I won 1 round. Also, who just sent out those subs? Oh my gosh. Sophia, Tia Sophia with the subs. That is so nice. If you just got a subscription, thank Tia Sophia. Also, we have new stickers for our subscribers, so I hope you like them, including trash stickers.
Yeah, I bet they suck.
Okay, y'all. So this is the last round. Whoever wins this wins the entire thing.
Chat, I don't even care if we lose this one. This is the third round's crazy. If we do win, awesome. But he's got 1,600 people in there. If I have any sugar mommies and daddies in chat, let's do it. If not, if you guys are spent, don't do it. Don't do it. This is a lot. We have a 2x coming in though on this one. If anyone feels like winning for the memes, let's do it. Guys, we're going to do debates after this, chat. This is the last one, I promise. I'm too poor. Yeah, don't, guys, if you're spent, don't do it. Don't do it. But if you have it, let's go. 3 out of 6 prizes. We're going to be doing 2x in a second. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like his people are spent too. Maybe we win this? I don't know. Broke cheerleader tapping away. Thank you guys for all the taps. God dang. Chat, somebody send me a Qatari jet. Does liking help? It might. I don't know. Johnny's brother's helping him by being a mod. I didn't know Johnny had a brother. This is all I got today. No worries, guys. No worries, guys. If we lose, we lose. If we don't, thank you, Sunlit Angel, for the money gun. Dolphin with the Sunset Speedway, thank you so much. We're fucking winning. Whoa, it's double time. It's double gifts. Guys, Robbie with the fireworks. If y'all send something big, we could easy win this. Whoa, holy shit, 10 seconds left on double time. Cheryl with the, oh my God. I can't call it out. Fuzzer with the dinosaur, Sony with the boxing glove. Holy shit! We got 40,000. What are you guys doing, dude? Oh my God. Sue with the travel in the US. We're absolutely destroying. He's gonna need 2 pillows to sit on. Holy fuck. God dang, dude. Win for the memes now. Robbie with the galaxy. Guys, we are beating 1,600 people. We are beating 1,600 people. We are literally like 8 times better than everybody else. Mathematically, it's a scientific fact. Thank you, guys. Jesus Christ. Heavens to Betsy. Bam Bam with the future encounter again. Oh my God. Tammy with the train. Chat, you guys are too kind. Thank you so much. Go big or go home, chat. We're at 50,000 versus 30,000. Oh my God. Oh my God, chat. With the hat mustache. Yeah. Pickles with his Republican hat. Johnny looks so sad. Look at that face. Look at that face he's making. Guys, if you want more of that, send more gifts. Look at that. We got a minute left. He's just gonna have to start digging in the couch. He's gonna have to start looking in JD Vance's ex-girlfriend for coins if he's gonna want to win this. And thank you so much for the umbrella of love. Fully spent, chat. His people are spent. You guys literally destroyed it. You guys are 40 seconds left. Don't let him snipe, though. Don't let him snipe. I think we got this, though. Watch for the snipe at the end. Guys, oh my God. I love y'all so much. I can't believe we're winning this. Are you guys fucking shitting my dick? Are you guys actually for real? 17 seconds left. Don't let him snipe. Don't let him snipe. Some idiot sent him a bear. Okay. I love these little chicken hats. Sony, thank you for the bouquet. He's going to snipe. Don't let him snipe. Don't let him snipe. Don't let him snipe. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh! Woo! Dolphin with the Leon in the very last second. Oh my God. Chat, we're fucking way cooler than his community. We are so much cooler. No hate to him because I love him so much. But, oh my God. My roommates probably wonder what the fuck I'm doing in here. Bam Bam, Dolphin, Cheryl Corkins, thank you so much. Colby Mural, and I'm following all of you guys back. Robbie Foster, Fuzzard, you beautiful son of a bitch. Sunlit Angel, thank you. Sue Barney, thank you guys so much. Literally, thank you so much. Jeez Louise, big shout out to the big players there. Let's hear what he has to say, dude.
Saz, I just followed you. Thank you for the love. And June as well. Thank you all so much. We fought hard and we tried. And I'm very proud of us. I'm very thankful to this community. We are the best. We are far better. We even need to prove it because it's just evidently clear. Why is he showing off a muscle that's not there? You know, I'm really immensely grateful for this community. So thank you guys so much. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I heard that, Johnny.
Oh, now you unmute me. That's funny. Dude, you know what? Congratulations to you and your community, man. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all have like really become very pains in my ass.
Yeah,
I mean, strong and unified.
Yeah. Did you get a pillow yet? Because I suggest getting just a little, maybe 2. after that. Maybe 2 pillows might help you out a little bit.
Are you saying that my chair can't support my weight?
No, I'm just saying, like after that kind of
I
being
will
wrecked,
have you know.
I'd
I
hate
will
to see
have you know
Yeah.
that I have a 6-pack
Of Corona?
That's crazy work, bro. Are you gonna be sticking around? Are you gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna
be
be
on live for
debating.
much longer?
Yeah, let's do this.
Cool. Well, I'm a close up. I have an appointment I got to run to. But I'll be back on later tonight. So for anybody tuning in from my community, if you're looking for more debates and conversations right now, feel free to head over to Pickles' live stream. Pickles is going to be live for the time being. I won't be able to come back until later tonight. So y'all, again, if you want to jump over now, we're about to close up. Feel free to jump over to Pickles' live, and we're going to come back to this a little bit later. Love y'all immensely. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All right, girl.
We're gonna give it 5 seconds and then I'm gonna leave. 5, 4,
No.
3,
No.
2.
No. He's trying to connect me with someone else. I know your fucking tricks, Johnny. I know your fucking tricks. Don't even try it, dude. I know your tricks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks again. Welcome back. Welcome everybody from Johnny's Live. Guys, we are going to be doing debates now. We're back to debates. YouTube, I'm so sorry you guys had to witness that. It was a bloodbath. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Yeah, that was gory. It was disgusting. All right, we have the guest box open. Oh, Z-Pack.
What's up, my man?
Z-Pack, did you just see that bloodbath?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So I'm coming in here because I think this is important, and I just wanted to, if I can, advertise something. We have a local election here in my district. There is a video on my page that I just uploaded. It's for a commissioner seat, but it's a young progressive who is trying to unseat an old MAGA dude. And I think that it would be helpful if some people just got the word out. That's all. That's all I wanted to come up and say today.
What district again?
It's Ward 2, and it's in my local township without doxing myself. But I put it on my page for.
Okay.
But it's basically it's Josh Fleetman for Ward 2. But if you follow me, you'll be able to see it if I follow you back. And I think that it's important that we do that. It's in PA.
Okay.
Perfect.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Local Pennsylvanians, give Z-Pack a follow. He's also hilarious. He has a great Trump impersonation.
Thank you so much. You're doing so well. That's tremendous. I think we're doing tremendous with that. I think you're doing a great job. So I have to get back to work, but thank you. Wow.
Well, we love you, Z-Pack. You have a wonderful day. Don't choke on your cheeseburger. Yellow.
Dude, that was beautiful.
Fuzzy.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Pickles team, that was beautiful. But I want to just address the embarrassment that's happening in the Oval Office right now.
Oh, something just broke out in the Oval Office right now, right?
Donald Trump. You have the South African president meeting with Donald Trump right now. Donald Trump ambushed him, put up all this crazy ass shit showing the genocide or G-side, whatever, that supposedly is happening. And it just completely ambushed him. And the South African president is trying to defend himself a little bit. And Donald Trump just keeps going. Yeah, it's embarrassing what Donald Trump is doing to this gentleman. but he's actually kind of laughing it off a little bit. He's like, "Oh my god, this is so ridiculous." It's embarrassing.
I will look for a good clip of this.
You're gonna have it's been going on for almost an hour.
Yeah, I just saw Parnas post something about it on Substack.
So yeah, well, I just wanted to come up and say congratulations on beating Johnny's ass fucking twice. That's always a fun thing.
Easy. Lightweights.
Dude, I beat him with 64 people one time.
Oh my
God.
That's what I
Good
said. Lord.
But anyways, always good to see you, Pickles. I'll talk to you later.
You too.
Everyone, I'm sorry, our president is our president. It's embarrassing, but I'll talk to you later.
Much love. Thanks, Buzzard. Oh, goodness. 64 rich. Yeah. Whew. Let's go check out Chaos Erupts in the Oval Office. Is United States.
We have breaking news right now.
Atari
Presidential
Jet.
Library.
This was it's my older brother's birthday. Let me wish my older brother a happy birthday real quick, guys. I'm going to Expo this year. Fan Expo. Happy birthday. My older brother's birthday. 38. 38. What an old fuck. I'll be 37 this year. It's such a gross age. Ugh. Fuck. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debates, now is the time. We are doing debates now. You can jump in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Why is your brain not good? I'll be 49. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm late for it. Sorry, chat. I love you. I'm just saying for me. It's the oldest I've ever been. Trump has jaundice. We had old person money to spend on games. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is so cool. So I used to do gaming, and my audience was much different. Like 13 to 22 was my demographic. And now my demographic's 55 plus. Bam Bam, thank you so much for the subscription and the 3 months renewal. Thank you so much. We got banned for 3 days, and every time I get banned, we drop in subs. And we're back up. We're almost back up to 700 subs. So thank y'all so much. Austin says I'm 24. What I would give. Pentagon accepted the jet. I love watching you, Pickles. You keep me young. I love to hear that. Thank you so much for hanging out. What's my opinion with the trade deal with China? There is no trade deal. Trade deals with entire countries take like a year to do. So enjoy those taxes that Trump has imposed on you until then. You have been bamboozled. You got hoodwinked. There are no trade deals with anybody. The second one happens, you let me know. I turned 22 in August. Congrats. That's when my birthday is, in August. Medicare cut, isn't it somewhere between 500 and 800 billion? E. Monet says MAGA men are broke. Am I a Leo? I am. I am a Leo. Cheryl, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my god, a lot of people. Savannah, thank you for the sub. 500 million for Medicare. Million or billion? What day in August? I'm the 17th. Even the UK thing said not a trade deal at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like the dynamic between us and the UK has gotten worse. Like they raised their tariffs are higher than they've ever been now between us and the UK. It's literally MAGA math. I feel bad for you guys. Can't explain it away. I've never had anybody on your side explain to me how the tariffs are good. You can just tell no one's really thought about it too hard. You guys just blindly follow Trump for some reason. If you think you can explain the tariffs away, you are welcome to come up and try. That tracks so hard, love it. Thanks, Trish. Because I'm a leader, right? Because I'm a leader. I would love to explain it to you. You're welcome to come to TikTok and try. I can turn on the phone here in a second if I don't get anybody on TikTok. I think I might just turn on the phone here right now. I love to see that our viewership's going back up today. The last few days have been kind of scary. We've been low on viewership. We're at 600 viewers right now. Appreciate you guys. And we're at 250,000 likes. Heavens to Betsy. Host has no stocks. Guys, if I had stocks, I would still be down 2,000 points. Obviously, you don't either. Mags and their feelings bad today. I know. Nobody wants to debate on TikTok right now. It's hard. It's indefensible, the MAGA stuff. I bought the dip. Okay, so found you on Johnny's Battle. Welcome, Allison. Yeah. Mr. Pickles is 37 and just opened a big account. No, business bank account. Business bank account. Business. And it's not my first business bank account either. It's my first one for being an agent. We're going to be a TikTok agent next week, chat. I got to get off. In at least maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 tops. I got to get off before the bank closes so I can go open a bank account. Yeah, why do they care? I don't know. They got to infantilize everybody that doesn't agree with them. That's the MAGA way. All right, let's turn on the Google phone. Let's turn it on. MAGA, if you're on YouTube and you want to call in, come talk to the soy boy. Come teach me why your brain's not good. I feel like this needs to be somewhere else. Like right here. Is this better? Is this good? Is this good? No. How about right here? Right there. Does that cut off on the left? No? To the right? A little higher? That's good. Trump is jaundice. I don't know what that means. Move left. It covers my headphones. I mean, I don't mind it covering my headphones a little bit. It's better. Nice battle, Johnny. Thank you, Evie. Guys, I love it. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck, and I'm just gonna tell you what it is.
Okay. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I am here.
You don't give a fuck?
Well, no. So what I'm saying is that Trump just says what's on his mind, regardless of the repercussions.
I know that. Do you want me to read you a quote from a few days ago?
Sure.
Pete Buttigieg was the head, and he goes bicycling into work. He takes a bicycle to work. Can you believe? He's running the biggest air system in the world, and he takes a bicycle to work. What end? And they say he's going to run for president. I don't see it. Who knows, right? But I don't see it. But when I look at what they've done, it's so horrible what they've done, and the work they did do. They wasted billions of dollars trying to hook up air systems to copper, and they tried to hook up copper to glass, and the glass doesn't work with the copper. They had 30,000 different contractors doing 30,000 jobs, and they put it all together and they spent billions of dollars. They didn't even come close to working, and they're going to be giving out a brand new system. It's very important. We'll have the best system, and we think we know who that system is, but we have a lot of bidding. Do you understand what he's saying there?
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Do you? So when he's speaking about glass and copper, I'm assuming he's talking about fiber optics from traditional analog copper cables. And the interface between an analog signal and then the fiber optic cable signals, it's not an easy feat. It's not something that's easily done. A lot of the computers there are pretty ancient. They've been there since the 60s, 70s. So it's at a certain point it becomes very difficult to modernize a system like that.
Why is he talking about that when he's talking about Pete Buttigieg riding a bicycle to work?
Because we live in America. America is a country that was basically built after the dawn of the car. It's not Europe where, France is a very walkable city because, in the time that they were building France, that was really your only option. It was either that or you had a horse.
I get why talking
so
about
that
why it's crazy, why riding a bicycle to work is unorthodox, but why is he talking about those two things in the same sentence while not even prefacing what the glass and the copper is about? And what does the Department of Transportation have anything to do with fiber optics?
Well, so right. So the Department of Transportation oversees the ATC controls, correct? They oversee those systems that they're using. Is that a fair
That they're
statement?
using? I mean, they might use internet, but I don't know if they oversee the
not
groundwork for the broadband installation.
well, they definitely have some type of standardization as far as the computers and everything are concerned.
Can you tell? I mean,
Would that
why
be a
is he
fair
saying this
statement?
in Abu Dhabi? Why is he saying this in the Middle East?
Uh, I have no idea why he's saying it in the Middle East, but I mean, it makes sense what he's saying.
It
I'm able to
does not
follow it.
make
And
sense
it's
what
like
he's
far
saying. It does not make
as
sense what he's saying. And before that, the sentence before that, he's talking about drones, and he's talking about trees coming down and lumberjacks. Timberman is what he talks about. And then Sean Duffy. The tree comes down also, by the way. It's so intense. I mean, you see these trees being knocked down like they're being sawed down by a top of the line timberman. Like, you know who? Sean Duffy. Sean Duffy? And he says, you know that Sean Duffy, the head of transportation department, who's working right now on the airports and getting a system because Biden didn't do a thing for 4 years? And then he leads into the words I just told you. Directly into the words I just told you.
okay.
Can you see how
And
maybe
what
it's
issue do
an
you have that
accident?
with that?
Do you see how maybe it's an accident, maybe that he just speaks his mind, and usually it's incoherent if you actually hear him out for more than like a second or two?
It's only incoherent if you have no contextual knowledge.
There is
Like
no
if you have no
context.
idea on how it, well, no, there is. It's only if you have no idea what he's speaking about. Like
In
if you have
Abu
no
Dhabi,
idea what any of these things are and you've never looked at anything like this, like all right, yeah, I can understand like what he's saying kind
do
of
you think the
sounds
people in Abu
abstract, but
Dhabi have any idea what the fuck he's talking about?
the people in Abu Dhabi, it's not a third world country. It's a first
Yeah,
world nation.
I
So
know,
I
but
would assume that they're educated and that they know what fiber optics and
listen,
copper cables
I
are.
have I have no doubt that some of them know what fiber optics are, but they're probably standing there wondering why the president took time to speak about this and bicycling to work and Timberman and Sean Duffy during this speech. They all did a lot of organizing to come together and listen to the president speak. And those 5 things in the same 3 minutes, it does not make sense. Yes, you can explain those things away by saying, yes, one person can say a lot of smart things about each of those things, but putting them together makes no sense. Having the president say them in the Middle East makes no sense.
Well, let's walk this back here and take this step by step here. So, right, so you're going to say that it started off talking about the current Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, and then he leads on to how Pete Buttigieg was riding his bike to and from work in D.C., and then he leads into how they're modernizing the ATC towers with
He didn't
fiber
say
optics
they're
and
modernizing
copper
anything. He
cables.
just talks about glass and copper as if he's already been talking about modernizing it, and he wasn't.
Well, what was the conference in Abu Dhabi about?
This is a roundtable business meeting where he's discussing the war in Ukraine.
I don't know about that.
It's literally the
I
beginning
mean,
of his
so
speech
why
is
would you-
talking about Russia and Ukraine.
Well, I mean, that's also a geopolitical issue currently that's happening right now, and he's giving a speech to cameras in front of the televised nation, televised world, I should say.
Yeah, so he's
So-
just saying a bunch of things. It seems like maybe to sound smart, but it's about like an inch deep and a mile wide on mostly irrelevant stuff.
Well, see, here's also the thing too: is that you can't expect somebody to know everything about everything at once. Like I didn't, obviously I voted for Trump, but I didn't expect that out of Biden either, because Biden has no idea what the fuck any of this shit is. He's the president. It's not his job. His job is to appoint people that have the idea on how to get these things done, and then oversee the implementation, right?
But you've
Like,
never
that's why
really
you
caught
have
Biden
advisors.
just rambling about random things like Pete Buttigieg or any person riding a bike to
Oh,
work, and then in the
look,
same
listen,
sentence,
I'm not
copper and
here to
glass.
discuss Biden. I'm not here to discuss Biden's mental facilities. Like, I'm not interested in it. The guy's 80 years old. If he didn't dodder around every now and again, I would be surprised. Same thing with Trump. Trump's an 80-year-old man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. When Biden was 80, it was too old. When Trump's 80, it's just fine.
Oh, I mean, there's also a little bit of because like even when Joe Biden was a young man, he wasn't a very good speaker. But that's besides the point. Neither
Yeah, he
was
has a
Trump.
stutter.
Trump was never a very good speaker. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. I mean, like following the train of thought, I can kind of understand what the fuck's going on. And regardless of that fact, like honestly, I really don't care too much. I didn't really care too much when Biden was, going on television and making an ass of himself. I really don't care when Trump does it either. It's the actions that I care more about. Like, I like the Biden infrastructure plan. It was great. The problem was it was piss poor implementation. The funding went nowhere. The same thing with a lot of what Trump's doing.
I think that's pretty silly to say, right? Like, so we dedicate a certain amount of funding to a certain amount of things. What do you think happens after that?
Well, see, like if you're going to dedicate, a few $100 billion to, let's say, the Department of Transportation, I'm expecting the Department of Transportation to use that money to conduct studies, figure out where the money is best spent, and then implement plans to either fix or spend that money in that sector.
Okay.
That's what I'm
close.
expecting of these agencies.
That's close. So what happens is the states go, hey, here's what we need. And they write up a proposal and say, hey, we're looking to redo a highway and we want $40 billion. And here's all the bids we got. Here you go. And the federal government goes, okay, we'll give you that money. So for you to be like, this is implemented poorly is just kind of ass backwards, because it's the other way around. Like, states have to go and grab that money.
I didn't say, that. Look, listen, if you listen to what I'm trying to say here, it's just like, all right, so like the states, like you said, are responsible for saying, hey, this is where we think that this money could be best spent. But as far as where it actually gets distributed to, it still falls under the federal branch. Like, yeah, the states, New York has been crying for more money for our roads for a long time, and we haven't gotten it. And the reason being is because the city has failed again and again to provide proper planning and proposals.
So it's a
I'm
local
involved in my local government.
municipality thing. So like it's not Biden's fault. It's not Congress's fault. It's a
No.
local thing.
And I didn't say it was Biden's fault. I said the implementation was piss poor. I like the idea, right? So like I think a problem too with this really developing in this country is this severe partisanship. You should be able to be critical of Trump and also praise some of the efforts that are being made. And all right, you don't have to agree with the guy down the line, but again and again.
I agree. I would also point to the fact that there is one side that has been highly propagandized, and there's the leader of that side that, like, in every chance he gets, demonizes the other side. Like Trump's Easter tweet, Trump's Christmas tweet, in just about every speech, he has to bring up how radical all the left is, and how hateful and demonic we are, and how we're trying to demonize and indoctrinate your kids and stuff. I think it's pretty wild for the right not to see it that way.
Not necessarily. I mean, you had that a young gentleman that they made an honorary Secret Service member in the State of the Union, right? I definitely recall only one side of the aisle standing up for that poor kid. The poor kid's dying of cancer. That's not a partisan issue. But what we saw there was definitely partisan politics. It had nothing to do with Trump. It was about the kid.
It was virtue.
What you saw then and there.
Virtue signaling.
It has nothing to do with that.
It was virtue signaling.
The kid
So
has
like
cancer.
at the same time he's cutting cancer research funds. It's pretty horrible. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see like everybody says like, all right, yeah, he's cutting it, but it's when see like somebody like you is saying that they're cutting cancer funds, but you don't see somebody like the New York Times or the Post or anybody else writing like that because they have to worry about anti-defamation, right? Like there's repercussions for reporting falsehoods. So you have to be very careful when you see little people, people on the internet where it really doesn't matter too much. Nobody's going to go after them for defamation because it's not worth it. But as soon as like the New York Times or something like that starts reporting on these things, then it opens the possibility. All right, well, if they are lying, then they are opening up their possibility for liability. The New York Times is not reporting that.
Reuters reported on it. CBS, National, NIH, even the House.gov, CNN. They've all done it.
Yeah. And have you looked into it? Have you seen where they made the cuts?
Yeah, he's even trying to cut. Like, do you know who's on the forefront of cancer research? Harvard. The people he's trying to take away their tax exempt status and remove $2 billion of their funding. Like colleges are the ones who do this. So yeah, he's completely antithetical. So he can give his rich friends tax breaks.
Let's see. Well, this is.
Not to mention Trump's been caught stealing from a children's cancer charity fund in New York. That's why you can't have a charity in New York.
Oh, I believe that's illegal. If you get caught embezzling money, I'm pretty sure that's a big frowned upon thing.
Yeah, he got caught and he got sued for it, and I believe it was his son technically, but he got caught stealing the money so that he could buy a portrait of himself. It was a very noble cause. The big portrait of himself, $200,000.
Okay, so in 2017, this is the article from this is literally house.gov, but this is democratics-appointments.house.gov. Okay, all right, I could see maybe why there might be some partisanship in here. Oh, here we go. We got the riling up words. Once again, we got President Trump and Elon Musk. I got to throw Musk in there. are acting in direct violation of law. In this case, they are causing irreparable damage to ongoing research to develop cures and treatments for cancers, Alzheimer's and related diseases, ALS, diabetes, mental health disorders, opiate abuse, genetic diseases, rare diseases, and other diseases and conditions affecting American families, said Ranking Member Rosa DeLauro. The Trump administration is attempting to steal critical funds promised to scientific research institutions funded by the NIH despite explicit legal prohibition against these actions.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's look up who Rosa DeLauro is. She's an 82-year-old senator. New Haven, Connecticut.
So the first time he did it was 2017. Yeah, $6 billion or 20% of the cancer research funds. Probably so he can do his first tax cuts. Pretty sick. And then Oklahoma, Connecticut, California, state of Washington. Yeah, NIH. I think he threatened to pull us out of the NIH.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's in interest of our own sovereignty. I think possibly that's not a bad idea. There's like, all right, so like, I'm not too much of a big fan of the NIH, and to say that we are cutting $6 billion from the NIH, and these people are claiming that it's cutting, research or whatever.
Joining together with
I don't
all of
know.
our allies to be on the forefront of science.
Should we give that money to the NIH, which is a private
Yes.
entity that's not accountable to the United States government, or should we be giving that $6 billion to the FDA?
I think the NIH is good because we all look together and we all talk and communicate with all of the countries who may or may not be probably even more advanced than us in some sciences. And we can discuss, hey, what's the best way? What's like the most effective way for us to approach this or that? Or what's the most effective thing to research right now? Hey, we have a disease breaking out in this region of the earth and it could make its way to your country. How about we work together and stop it? Like things like that was important. But for people to politicize it and to try to control it domestically, I think is where Trump.
Well, that's not the
in.
job of the NIH. What you just described is the role of the CDC.
No, the CDC
You
is
understand
domestic.
that, right? Right. No, it's not only domestic.
The NIH is the international version of that.
Yes, right, but it's a private organization. It's not beholden to the American taxpayer. You understand that, correct?
Yeah, it's a bunch of countries paying towards
Right.
it. Yeah.
But you understand that a private entity is telling you that cutting $6 billion in their funding is going to hurt them.
Of course.
Like if that doesn't scream like, hey, all right, maybe this is like 2008 bank bailouts. Like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. We have to be accountable to where this money goes. And if we're just handing it off to this company for them to delegate as they see fit, that's probably not okay.
Nobody trusts our own government doing science anymore anyways because of the right-wing politics through COVID.
Well, see, all right, so that's you're going to have to really, really get into the nitty-gritty about what you mean there, because as far as with COVID, the conspiracy theorists were batting 1,000. Like, and it was to a wild proportion too. And now, mind you, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a fucking liberal Democrat here. That's where my partisan politics line up. Like, I'm saying, hey, get an abortion if you want it. But you have to also understand, like, at the same time, like, just because the news told you that the Gulf of Tonkin happened, did it?
The whole world all
tracking?
agrees that I don't want to mention the word because I get flagged on TikTok and YouTube, but the schmack was safe and effective, that the disease was real, that COVID was real, that people were dying.
Right.
There's not a single country that disagrees with this besides half of our country, which is MAGA.
Well, all right. So like I do a lot of talking. In New York, 47% of New Yorkers voted for a Republican this election season. Did you know that?
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
All right. So, and in my travels, I do a lot of talking to a lot of different people. And, you talk to people and you see what you think. Everybody that I have talked to, especially in the conservative leaning sphere, none of them deny that COVID is real. I've never actually heard anybody say that.
I have on my platform.
Like I said, I do, well, see, dealing with retards on the internet is one thing.
You can't say that
You know,
word.
but oh, my bad. I apologize. I'm saying bad words. Dealing with intellectually defunct people on the internet that just want to try to get a rise out of you, you're not going to get an appropriate answer out of people. If you're sitting down one-on-one with the individual, you often will get a totally different answer or line of reasoning out of somebody.
I don't know. I feel like people that aren't showing their face on the internet might be giving their unfiltered opinion more so than they would if you were to judge them in person. I think that, I mean, I've seen plenty of forums here on TikTok where people discuss the validity of the claims of maybe the 1.2 million people that died, etc. And people have completely politicized this, and I think that that's what Trump aims to do when he pulls us out of international things like that, so that he can go unchecked and do things against the larger bodies of science or the like what all of the
what would those,
scientific
instead of
community
fear
agrees to.
mongering about what could be, what would those things be?
I don't know. Maybe the push of ivermectin. I'm sure there's a lot of people who made a lot of money pushing ivermectin during the last
Did you
pandemic.
know that in South America, like if you like I said, I'm in New York. I speak some Spanish, and you talk to these people, and you ask sometimes some people what they think about ivermectin. A lot of people from South America will take a yearly dose of ivermectin.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything besides kill parasites.
Right, but that's all it does. So like, all right, and it elicits an immune response for most people.
The CDC does not.
It's not uncommon. Ivermectin is one of the cheapest drugs that we've ever produced. It's like we're really bordering on the price
It's
of
an
aspirin.
anti-parasitic. It does. I mean, of course, you get an immune response from injecting a Snickers bar into your blood. You
Right,
don't
but a
take
Snickers
this.
bar would
There's
kill
no
you,
effect.
right?
There's no effect from doing this for a virus, right? That's what the CDC says. That's what every body of science says.
Well, that's what they do when they give you a vaccine, right? So like before we had response in order for you to make the antibodies to the virus. The same thing with ivermectin. If you're going through, light symptoms and you want your body to, all right, elicit more of an immune response, I could see how that works. Again, I'm not a scientist. Ivermectin is dirt cheap. I think when you want to talk about profiteering along the lines of the medical system, like, all right, I'm with you. Like Purdue Pharma killed my father. Like I'm with you. Opiates bad. Let's get on that. However, you want to look at how much money Johnson & Johnson and Moderna and Pfizer made off of this vaccine that was federally mandated through OSHA, by the way. Like you couldn't go to work unless you got this vaccine, the government paid the check. Right? So like it was a blank check to these pharmaceutical companies from our own government.
Yeah, thank
Now,
God. Like
you
1.2
could
million people died.
abandon millions of people die every year. We're a country of 350 million people.
Yeah, but these were excess deaths.
Again, I live in New York. You know what happened here in New York? They put COVID. I used to work in a nursing home during that time. They put COVID patients inside of the nursing home. In what world did that make sense? Andrew Cuomo has yet to be indicted for that, and it happened. It happened.
Trump had super spreader events by holding rallies
It
every
had,
week.
again, let's ditch the bipartisan politics. Fucking forget about what Trump and what Biden did. It's us versus the people that have vested interests in making money off of you, right? There was millions of dollars in blank checks that were written to these companies for untold numbers of vials of vaccines. For what? When people got the vaccine and then they wound up getting sick again anyway.
That's not science. So you're 12 times less likely to be hospitalized if you were to take it, at least here in Texas.
times less likely to be hospitalized if you're under the age of 30.
Yep. There's a whole bunch of factors.
Right. So like to overblow this and say that like, all right, yeah, we had a pandemic on the case of this, like on the size of the Spanish flu, is a total misdirection and miscarriage of what actually happened.
That is a straw man. Spanish flu is far more deadly.
Yeah, far more deadly.
Yeah,
So
but it doesn't mean that 1.2 million people didn't die. Those were excess deaths. Meanwhile, like things like the cold only killed 30 to 50,000 people a year. So for people to say it was like the cold is also dumb, or the flu.
well, the cold during those years of COVID killed remarkably less people those few years.
Well, because people were
I don't know
masked
if
up
you,
and
if
doing
you
social
noticed that.
distancing and washing their hands and doing all that.
I think a lot of people, America is genuinely the unhealthiest country, I think, around. All right. I think what is it? The percentage of the population that's obese. I think it's over 50%. Like it's high. You know what the number one comorbidity for dying with COVID was?
It turns out when your lungs only produce 5% of the oxygen, comorbidities could be anything. Could be diabetes.
No, the number one comorbidity for people that died with COVID was obesity.
Well, there
So
you go.
you're talking about people that are already compromised, right? You're not talking about healthy individuals. Again, like we're a country of 350 million people. To expect something, 1.5 million people to die from a basically hyper contagious flu. Honestly, like if we're just being objective about that, not really whole surprising. Am I wrong? Like,
No,
I'm not.
I think it's weird to like the Civil War, the deadliest war we've ever had. That was 500,000 people that died. The Vietnam War was 60,000 people that died. The Middle East, 4,400 people died, and you were going like, meh, 1.2 million, whatever.
Well, out of the country, how many people die a year? Do you have any idea?
It's 1.2 million less than we saw.
Approximately 62 million people die each year, and in the U.S., around 3.2 million people die annually.
Yeah, well, 1.2 million people extra is worse than every war that we've seen as a country put together. Times
Well,
two.
if we go and we look up here, now we're going to go. How many people die a year in the U.S. by year?
Okay, we're talking about excess deaths.
Let's see. Right. So we're going to look at this is from the CDC
I can't believe you're
mortality
justifying people
rate.
die. Like, if you want to talk about like issues
I'm
like
not.
this,
Look, listen. I'm not justifying the individual dying.
Like,
What I am telling you though is
wait
that
till
you
you-
have to be objective about these issues.
Wait till you hear about only 29 people were murdered by migrants last year, and you get how much money you're spending on that. Wait till you hear about that.
All right. Well, I'm an American union worker, right? I'm a blue collar worker. Undocumented immigrants hurt my bottom line. They hurt me. The reason being is because they can't.
Kristen, thank you for the $40 for the kick. I think I also don't want to talk too much about the cocoa. It's a dangerous topic for YouTube. I don't want to get banned on YouTube. W. Kristen's in chat. Let me do this. W's all day. Chat, don't forget to follow the stream if you enjoy these debates. Yeah. That's a lot to take in. Chat, I'm going to open the phone line up again. Unless we get some more debaters here on TikTok. We don't have anybody in the box, so I'm going to open the phone line up again. Guys, for you to justify and brush off 1.2 million people dying, and then you turn around and cry about how many people OD'd from the F drug, I'm not going to believe you. I'm not going to believe that you give a flying fuck. All right, the phone line's on. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Hello?
Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Uh,
Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yeah, man, what's up?
What's up? What do you like about Trump?
Oh, can we talk about the stuff you were talking about with that other guy that you guys paid to remove?
I try not to talk about that topic too often because I've had a 90-day ban on YouTube before because of the misinformation by my guests.
Isn't that weird that the Biden admin had them censoring factual information the whole pandemic?
You'd have to prove that.
It's been proven.
Where can I find that?
You can look it up. It's been in recent weeks. It's been in the news. You can look in the Twitter files also. They censored factual information about all that stuff. Kamala Harris told people not to take the Trump, shot, and
That's
then
not
it
true.
was magically approved after the election.
Kamala
I think
Harris
the
said
FDA
that-
should be investigated.
Kamala Harris said that she wouldn't take something simply because Trump said it was good. That's why. That's what she said.
Well, she put skepticism out there, though. That's just the fact of what that is. That's her being skeptical about it and
If you don't
undermining
like
the
that,
left position.
wait till you hear about what the Republican Party did as a whole.
Most of them took it, and Trump, in fact, rushed it to market, and then
And
a
then
lot of
people
people did
asked
take it.
Trump in an interview to ask what his opinion was on it, and he said, "People don't like when I talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it."
Yeah, it was probably because they forced it, and people lost their jobs and their livelihoods because of it. The Canada situation also comes to mind.
Why
the
would people lose
truckers.
their jobs? Because people didn't want to take it?
Biden mandated that employers with 99 or more employees mandate the shot. And then I see people denying that
nope.
today, which is wild.
That's not true. The other
No, that
option,
is true.
The other option was to get tested.
That doesn't make what I said not true. That's just a caveat. They were trying to make life
So-
hard for the people that didn't want to take it, which
No,
is
you could literally
that's
just take a test
coercion.
every week and not take the shot. So you're lying.
Well, hold on, dude. No, I'm not lying. Like I just said, your statement does not in any way affect the statement I made.
It absolutely
and that
does.
is not a lie, sir.
The
No,
shot,
it
you could
doesn't.
never take the shot, which you said was something that was mandated. You could never take it and just take the tests. So you are lying.
Hold on. Why are you so quick to call me? I didn't lie, sir. He mandated it, like I said, and then you added to that they had this other choice to test. That is true. That doesn't disprove what I said, though, sir.
Okay,
And
let's-
that is a way to make it miserable
let's-
for people.
Let's draw this up
Aaron
again.
Rodgers made a good point on this. Do you remember that Aaron Rodgers interview?
I
Did
know
you hear
crazy-
that?
I know who Aaron Rodgers. I've never saw the interview though. Let me.
okay,
let me
well,
put-
he was getting tested every day, and then his vaxxed teammates weren't. So he had a story that he went in there, he had got tested, waited all this extra time, this hassle. He's a rich guy, so he's spending his time to
Bless
get
his heart.
tested.
So that he wasn't putting people in danger.
Well, no. Here's the kicker is that he goes into practice, and then his vaxxed teammate is positive. He's in there spreading it to all these people while Rodgers, the unvaxxed guy, he's being, his life is being made harder while the vax guy is in there spreading it to all these people, despite their
That's
testing
a weird way to
measures.
complain about it. So being vaxxed was not a way to guarantee you didn't get it. So that is a weird way to complain that you don't know science. But here's another example. So if I said that I'm like, if you want to work for me, you either have to lick my butthole or you have to say you love Biden. And for you to go around and say, or one of my employees go around and be like, listen, I had to lick his butthole. It's like, dude, if you licked my butthole, you're weird because all you had to do otherwise is say you like Biden. So,
Dude, that's gross. And why would you bring that up when we were just having a conversation and
I'm
Biden
just
did
painting a
mandate
picture
it?
for me. Would it be truthful for me to say I made everybody lick my butthole?
Why do you think other left people deny that Biden mandated the vax? Is it because they know it's a bad thing?
No, because they want something to complain about.
No, but I've heard a lot of leftist people where they outright deny that Biden mandated it, and they will claim that he only did the military, and then they totally leave out the private sector, which was the major part where people,
Where people had to get
regular
tested.
people couldn't go to job, they couldn't go to work, they didn't want to take it, they didn't want to get
I don't know.
tested.
I feel like they just want to complain about it because they don't know politics or they don't know the details. They just wanted to complain about it to win an argument. I don't know.
Do you think it's okay for the government to censor speech on the internet?
I think if there's something that's causing harm to a lot of people, causing them to die, I think we should say something about it. But for the government to actually threaten you and say, hey, if you keep saying this, we're going to arrest you, that's a different thing. So, like, if you were to say it's the same thing as the government reaching out and being like, hey, guys, would you consider not letting people say this? Because people are injecting bleach or doing this or that. So maybe don't let people say things like that right now because it's a
Oh, the
once-in-a-lifetime
bleach lie,
worldwide
dude.
pandemic.
It's crazy how that still, like, these fake stories persist years later. Like, Trump didn't tell anyone to drink bleach, but you guys, a lot of your audience will still say that he did.
Okay.
That's kind of wild.
Do you want to address what I just said?
Oh, I lost my train of thought. When you said bleach, it just wiped me. And I was like, oh, there goes that fake news story.
Okay, if he said
Trump told people to
disinfectant,
drink
if he
bleach.
told people to inject disinfectant, what would you say?
He didn't tell people to inject anything. He was obviously, if you watch the video, he was thinking aloud. It was a hurricanes cause cancer moment,
Yeah.
Just like you were doing with the drones earlier. I'm also against drone warfare. I think it's sick. I don't think people watching Ukraine or Russian people get blown up is disgusting. You're fucking ghouls.
Wait till you hear about Trump increasing drone strikes by 450%.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Can't do any worse than Biden or Obama, who did that to Americans.
Yeah. Well, it turns out that all you have to do is consider somebody a terrorist, and then you can do whatever you want, right? That's what you guys are letting Trump do.
Yeah, that's great. See, that's where I disagree with Trump totally, and I think that people should probably be investigated for like this whole college thing where people are protesting and then they're trying to deport them. It's kind of weird that so many left graders focused on that Kilmer guy instead of college students that are trying to be deported for, protesting.
Yeah, so that's an attack on free speech, wouldn't it? That's like even worse. Like
Oh, for sure,
jailing
yeah.
somebody for what they say.
Yeah, man, it's terrible. Totally disagree with Trump on that.
Okay. Can you tell me an
It's kind of weird he's
instance
got so
where
many people in his
Kamala or Biden threatened people with jail or like used the color of law to do that?
They jailed many Trump officials. They put a lot of bogus
illegal
J6
stuff.
charges on people. They drove people to suicide over J6. So yeah, they've got blood on their
did?
hands too, dude. Oh yeah, 100%.
You're sure it's not Trump who did that?
It was Trump putting bogus charges on people and then
There were no bogus
making
charges.
them feel like their life was over.
I'm gonna go out on a branch and say you might not know any details about any of his charges, do you?
I was specifically talking about the Supreme Court J6 related charges where they said that they weren't valid charges and they had to overturn them and let people out.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know how you would do you know anything specifics about how they were invalid charges, like domestic terrorists, like storming a building because they thought there was a stolen election?
Yeah, there wasn't. That's a totally false framing of that, and most people didn't do anything wrong that were there.
Okay,
But yeah,
beating
they
cops
used
with
some
flag poles, using bear spray,
that was
tasing people.
That
in
was
the neck,
maybe there was 100,000 people there that day, dude. You know that, right?
breaking windows, shitting and spreading it on the wall.
How many people did that?
I don't know, but these are all things that happened, right?
So one person does it, and then I got people on TikTok like assuming
they-
that I was there for some reason when I wouldn't have
Should
gone to
those
begin with.
individuals that did those things, should they be jailed?
Oh sure, dude. But the problem
why
is
were
they
there-
went after so many people, dude.
Why were they all pardoned?
Why were they all pardoned?
Yeah.
Oh, because they just it was such a massive violation of rights.
What part of it? Like getting people for trespassing or going into a federal building while there was like an official
Yeah, those are most of the
proceeding?
charges were trespassing.
Were they trespassing though?
I mean, according to them, but if there was a real insurrection, they would have had more severe charges, but very few people did.
Well,
So that's kind of a testament to the fact that there was if there was an insurrection, it was very limited.
Conspiracy, seditious conspiracy. We had people
Oh, are you talking
conspiring,
about
had a
the
whole plan.
black Proud Boy?
Yeah.
The Afro Hispanic Proud Boy leader.
Yeah, he's not.
That wasn't
black.
there.
Yeah, so conspiring doesn't mean you have to be there. You just make the plans.
Oh, so he conspired the day of, right? Like they got there, and then they came up with some plan
beforehand. So obviously, like they had shirts made, bro. This wasn't just like shoot by the hip.
They had shirts.
People had shirts made. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, they were all talking about this on Twitter months leading up to it. So
I think it's probably because Biden was seen as a totally unfit candidate, and nobody could imagine how he could have won, let alone with 81 million votes. And that's why when all this stuff right now is coming out that Biden was, unfit for office, people are having to look back at that, and they're like, well, wait a second. If he wasn't fit, how could he have got so many votes? He barely campaigned.
Because Trump was fresh on their mind.
Oh, I mean, I think the Russia hoax was fresh on people's mind and other lies.
I don't know what you know about the Russia hoax, but as far as I know, 17 intelligence agencies all agree that Russia did interfere with our election.
That's not the same thing as saying that Trump worked with Russia, which is the prevailing narrative from the left leading to the election. Was that? No, he wasn't.
He wasn't prosecuted for that, right?
No, because they found no proof of him doing that. It was a lie.
So
yeah, that's why we call it the Russia hoax.
And we said, hey, maybe Trump's entire team was working with Russia, but couldn't really pin anything on Trump because he was sitting president. We're just gonna let it go.
They couldn't pin it on anybody. Actually, they didn't charge anybody with working with Russia.
Wait a second.
Because it didn't happen.
Wait a second. How many indictments came out of the Mueller report?
None for anybody working with Russia.
False.
But you go ahead and be smug and pull up your
37.
Whatever.
37.
37 who?
37 indictments.
Against who? Are most of those Russian people?
No, like 4 of them are Russian people. The rest of them are us.
I think half of that's Russian people, and then, like I said, nobody was working with Russia.
So like half and half, Russia and Trump's team.
Well, nobody worked with Russia though, so that's
okay. It sounds
nobody
like
was
you know
charged with that
everything
either.
about it.
Well, it sounds like you don't know anything about it, but I don't blame you. I mean, few people do.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, the bigger point though is that it didn't happen.
None.
The bigger point is it didn't happen, but then people went to the election and voted as though it did. So it kind of makes our elections look a little bit.
Do you know who
goofy.
Cambridge Analytica is?
Oh, do they make the HBO? Yeah, I think if people have an HBO special, I think I'd be skeptical of it. You got to wonder who's actually doing that.
If there's enough to make a whole movie about it, I suspect it's probably real, man. And there's like actual lawsuits and people who got in big trouble.
Yeah, like when I don't know the details of that. What was it? Can you give me a rundown?
Yeah, Cambridge Analytica was caught selling private information from Facebook users and using that to target Facebook users who were likely to be swayed in the election in certain swing states, and they targeted them with ads that were pretty much propaganda, like anti-Hillary, like pro-Trump ads.
Dude, Hillary sucked. I voted for Obama. Hillary fucking sucked, dude. Lots of people didn't vote for her because she was a war criminal.
I'm not saying whether she sucked or not. I'm saying they used that information to target people and target swing state voters. Russia did this.
Dude, that's a conspiracy theory, and it's like actually very silly.
There's a whole movie,
dude,
and there's indictments.
I'm firsthand talking to you about this. I voted for Obama. Was not going to vote for Hillary. All right. So I'm telling you firsthand information right here. Firsthand.
I don't know what
Hillary
to tell
sucked.
you. If there's all
Hillary
of the
sucked.
evidence saying that
Obama
it
and
happened,
Hillary...
and all you're saying is Hillary sucked, that doesn't prove me wrong.
Yeah, dude, no, it does. Because there's millions of people that would not vote for Hillary.
Hillary sucked, but the guy who says batteries go poof underwater, and that there were airports in the Revolutionary War, and that we should nuke a hurricane, and that we should shoot people below the knees who are protesting, and all of these different things, that guy's better. Hillary sucked.
Dude, that's a lot of fake news stories.
Those are all fucking on video.
All right. Hey, man, a good talk. You look like Dead Mouse. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
Appreciate
cheers,
it.
man. Have a good day.
You too.
Stay real, dude.
Windmills cause cancer. Windmills are killing whales. Biden has stage 9 cancer, for fuck's sake. Mattel is a country. I remember that. That was recent too. Oh man. Probably stage 10 by now. Chat, tap the screen. If you enjoy these debates, give me a follow. Yellow. What's up, bub? I think
Just want to
already...
say, this guy was saying like a bunch of this. Can you hear me very well?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh.
Oh. Chat, we're at 300,000 likes on TikTok. I love you so much. Chat, how many of y'all were forced to lick my butthole? Someone said I wish. Chill, chat. Volunteers tribute. Oh, love it. You had to be there, guys. My husband was not happy about it. He'll get over it. Don't forget the tariffs on the penguins. Tried calling, but it won't go through. The phone line's down. Is it 1 p.m.? I've been live for 2.5 hours. Kevin, I'm so happy that you know that term, Rusty Sheriff's Badge. That's from, I love that term. That's from House of a Thousand Corpse. I use that term all the time. Can't wait to see all the. You guys think he's gonna make a good deal with those penguins? What kind of sweet pebbles do you think they're gonna get from those penguins? The Trump administration's gonna get, I bet, a few pretty nice polished pebbles from those penguins. Those penguins will take them over the coals. Oh. Can I join your agency? Guys, if you're a TikTok creator and you want to join my agency, hit me in my DMs. We'll talk about it. Chat, I'm gonna be doing round 2. I think I'm gonna take a little break. I hate, I just have this knot in my stomach where I've got to go do this. I've got to go open this bank account. Can I come back? Yes. Yeah. Come. Come. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
There you go. Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hey, so yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, is my internet being all stupid?
You're good. You might just be lagging. Go ahead.
So specifically about the Mueller indictments, like, that guy was saying that like nobody was charged and for working in connection with Russia and stuff, but Paul Manafort, Trump's campaign chairman, he was charged with conspiracy, money laundering, tax and bank fraud, failure to register as a foreign agent, and he was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison, and later on was pardoned by Trump. And then we could talk about Rick Gates, Manafort's deputy. He was charged with conspiracy and false statements. He pleaded guilty, cooperated with Mueller, and sentenced to 45 days in jail. Michael Flynn, former national security advisor. He was charged with lying to the FBI about contacts with a Russian ambassador. He pleaded guilty and was later pardoned by Trump. Michael Cohen, his lawyer, he was charged with campaign finance violations and lying to Congress. He pled guilty and was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Roger Stone, he was charged with obstruction, false statements, witness tampering. He was convicted and sentenced, and his sentence was commuted by Trump and later pardoned. Like, these are all people who had direct connections to Donald Trump's campaign during the 2016 election, and multiple people were indicted, charged, found guilty, or pled guilty of these indictments. And so it's like, when so many people around Trump are actively being charged and pleading guilty to working with foreign agents or working with Russia in one way or another, like, I mean, like, put 2 and 2 together. Like, if everybody on his team is working for Russia and trying to get him put into the presidency, like, of course, like, who's the ringleader of it all?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty damning. It's pretty damning. Like, anybody with a brain would just look at this and be like, oh, damn it, I was wrong. Shoot.
I mean, anybody with a brain.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna hop back down, but I just want to clarify some of that information.
Thank you for that. Thank you for eating down on that. Thank you. I need to memorize
You're welcome,
those.
man.
All right,
You're good. You're good. No
take
worries.
it easy. Yeah, someone goes, just wait, the FBI is going to come out with the truth. Sure. Sure. All right. I will go ahead and roll out. I've got to go to the bank. I got to go do daddy shit. Go raid... I guess go raid go raid I'm really important. Go raid I'm really important. This guy needs the views, not me. Go raid I'm really important. It's one word, I'm really important. Go do it. Chat, I love yous. I will see y'all in maybe an hour or two. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out, chat.